Conventional wisdom says that your first outdoor climbing trip on your climbing journey should be at a friendly local crag somewhere that's a pretty controlled environment and where if things go wrong you've got a ground to lower you down to. We're not going to do that. We're going straight to some of the wildest sea cliffs on this side of the country.
We were hiking a volcano when a storm rolled through. Whoa! Are we gonna die, man?
We're safe when we're in a tent. Wow, that was close.
Was it?
It looked close. No movement of legs.
It really hurts.
I feel like it might connect.
Oh. Yeah, it hurts to walk there. Holy shit. I remember thinking to myself, something wasn't quite right. It felt like someone had come through and just scrambled all my memories. I couldn't really tell what went with who anymore. And over the next year, I started to lose trust in my own mind and then eventually in my own body. I became scared of everything. Before the accident, I would dive headfirst into some stupid ideas. I always knew I could trust my body. I knew I was quite capable of a lot of things. But I wasn't the same anymore. I was letting fear run my life, and I wasn't happy. I was so scared that I was gonna miss out on life, but also not brave enough to try the things that I actually wanted to try. So, fear and all, I decided it was time to make a change.
The goal is to get to the top hole and hanging onto the top hole without falling off.
Alrighty.
There you
go. Sorry. Oh!
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, that's difficult.
Do you want to come down and...
Yeah. At a certain point, when you're scared of everything, you either become paralyzed with fear, or you have to push yourself over that limit. I think I got to the point where I was afraid that I was going to be afraid for the rest of my life. I guess I trusted two strangers more than myself.
My concern is more that you kind of get down there and we get halfway up a route like Albatross and you start to get overwhelmed, or you kind of get to a part of it that's tricky, and by that point you've reached a point of no return where you need to get out to the top of the cliff. I mean, like we sort of talked about earlier, the pure nature of sea cliff climbing is once you've started the climb, you need to get to the top. There is no alternative.
Morning. It's climb day.
That is the West Cape House Sea Cliffs.
Are you kidding me?
Welcome to your first outdoor climbing experience.
What did I get myself into?
It's a pretty real place.
My stomach just dropped a little bit looking at that. Shitting yourself takes on a whole new meaning when you're around badasses. Even the idea of chickening out, not acceptable. So at some point, you've just got to send it. The outdoor sports world is a daunting place. It feels like a world where everyone is born a pro. And if you don't speak the foreign language, you don't belong. And that's the intimidating part. Where do you even begin?
First outdoor climbing experience. Tick.
That was so cool. That was really, really cool. As I started climbing, just at the bottom, it felt like really scary because of the water. I don't know why. Even sitting down there, I was like, oh, it got relaxing after a while. And then at the end, but then it got really good.
You get like ledge fever where you're standing comfortably, and
yeah,
I find it really hard to start off again after you're comfortable for a while.
exactly. That's exactly what it was.
Climbing's going to be harder tomorrow.
That looks intimidating. I suppose I should ask, is it a 40-minute hike your pace or a 40-minute hike at a normal person's pace?
Yeah, probably at my pace. Probably about an hour. It says 2 hours return, allow 2 hours return on the sign.
Sweating. I was hearing the rocks like crunch under my feet, and so I thought they were just gonna like...
It is a little bit flaky here, hey?
What's the word?
Flaky, chossy?
Chossy. It's chossy. Fucking cold it! It's just starting to rain, and this place is more intimidating. A little bit sketched. These guys are climbing this like it's no big deal. And I'm thinking, this is fucked.
It's 8 o'clock now.
Might as well set up like
Oh, yeah.
it's on either that one, right? Oh, you can go for a skier down there.
How cold I get.
I'm sure it's fine.
More sharp edges on this sort of stuff.
Down that corner and then up. I've already cheese gritted my hands on the way down. Right, let's not do that. Come forward. You don't need to like fully hang on the anchor.
The last pitch on my last climb, I was about 5 or 10 meters from finishing and got to a point where I just couldn't climb anymore. I tried it and I tried it and I couldn't get it. I hadn't really had any problems that whole weekend. At this point, I was just scared. I was scared I was gonna fall. So I cheated. I pulled myself up on the rope and got past and kept climbing. Eleanor, who was above me, saw and made me climb back down. At the time, I was just like, oh, just let me finish this day. I was shaking. I was so scared. And we were roped up and everything, but I just really didn't want to fall. So she talked me through every little movement and she made me trust myself and I got through it. And it ended up being the best part of the whole weekend because I pushed myself just that little bit further. And she reminded me that community is such an important part of any sport, but especially extreme sports. Because without her there, it would have been a good weekend. But with her there, it was unbelievable. And I learned to trust myself again.
You ready, Marina?
I'm nervous, hey. But it's gonna be okay.
Off you go.
Tell you what, if you're not afraid of heights, this is where you become afraid of heights. Probably what looks like the hardest one. Nothing to hold on to.
That was wicked. My heart's going there.
Oh well, congratulations. That's
Thank you.
It's a pretty epic first climbing experience.
It was.
It was so cool, like pinching myself really. Some days you're allowed to be afraid and not push yourself. And some days you need to. Pretty darn cool. Pretty darn
Got a bit of an alpine feel to it because it's a little bit scrambly and a little bit chossy in places. It's sort of not always the cleanest line.